Through the first 4 games, it's been quite a rough and tumble series, and this crowd is expecting more of the same here. Starting lineup, Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, you know, you have to be really careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything's...
Batting third, shortstop, number 15.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Let it go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 15. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to take his hacks again, Justin Turner, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. 0-1 count. Here's Jock Peterson now. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Center fielder, Jock.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. To short, hit hard. He's got it. And a fine play there up the middle may have saved a run as the inning. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing.
15.
Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. Glove by Turner. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in once again, number 15. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
The 0-1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run. Ready once again, Justin Turner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, it's on the ground to second. To second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the... Back now in the City of Angels as we can...
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. 3-2, the finish. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Striding in, number 15. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first two swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Puig racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. He gets there, but he missed it. He's going to try for it all now. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 15. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Fouled back.
Let it rip, let it rip.
0-1 pitch on its way. Hard liner toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Clayton Kershaw. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again. Number 15. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Matt, real interesting pitching line here, but I looked a little deeper into the numbers and you realize he's thrown less than 40% first pitch strikes to guys. He's been really behind almost every hitter in the game, at least half of them.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now. And he is in there with an RBI triple. Ready once again, Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Rizzo.
Get your pitches right. Let's go, big
Now
guy.
Kershaw delivers a 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score.
Here now is the final line score tonight.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the finale, Game 7 of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, number 15.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone. Striding in once again, number 15. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Peterson to the track, and it's gone. Solo shot to right center. His 7th of this series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I can tell you one thing.
Ready for another chance? Logan Forsythe. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Forsythe.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Number 15 will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Jones going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's.
Leading out for the Dodgers, shortstop. Corey
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To short. Way to get the throw to first. Touche, sir. Well, let's get another look at that diving play on show track. Obviously. Digging in. Number 15. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Puig at the track. Gone!
Wow, talk about a man rising to the occasion. They've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can be game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for him and everyone that witnessed it. He winds up belting 3 home runs, so he pretty much took this game into his own hands.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's Join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Batting fourth, shortstop, number 15.
Hey, let her fly right here.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him.
Another hit in the inning. The second runner on base. Now, look, you have to get to this guy early before he settles in and executes all his pitches. This could be the main inning of the game right here.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. Now the Tribe will get their shot. Still scoreless. So digging in now, Francisco Lindor. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And he reaches up and tomahawks this to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. First and second here with nobody out.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4. 1 there. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Striding in once again, number 15. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. McCutchen is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to. Here's Michael Brantley. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Oh, that grounder got him. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made. Here's Carlos Santana now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Santana.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Hit to short. He's right there. Flips it underhand. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Number 15. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
Now the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Kluber pauses. 0-2 pitch on its way. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. Ready once again, number 15. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Lindor takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Ready for another shot now, number 15. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, it's your pitch, grab your feet. Here we go, baby.
Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. McCutchen looking up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. It's Game 2 of the World Series. Next, the crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get... Here's Michael Brantley. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Michael Brantley.
Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant gloves it. A quick out number 1. At the plate, number 15. He'll take his first hacks here.
Number 15.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Lindor will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Coming to the plate now, Lonnie Chisenhall. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Swing and a liner. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Ready for another chance. Number 15. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Well, here he goes again. Here's that guy, leadoff base hit. He's having a nice postseason. He is really locked in right now.
Wilson Contreras.
Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Jason Hayward now. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up.
Jason Hayward.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Runners on the move for second. Down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for 1, and he's safe. In is Jorge Soler. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he'll step off and go to third here. And he is tagged out here. Digging in and looking for more. Jason Kipnis. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, he makes the stop. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
Come on, here we go.
Digging in once again, number 15. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And McCutcheon's gonna nail him trying to score out at home. Digging in to try it again. Lonnie Chisenhall. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And a rather easy first out. Striding in once again, number 15. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch on its way. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? On to first, it's a double play. And another crisis is... So here's Francisco Lindor now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Francisco
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago Cubs. A pivotal Game 3 of the World Series is next.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 15.
Hey, get your pitch, see through, huh?
First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Schwarber is there, and the side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Ready for another chance. Number 15 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Well, Matt, we've watched him struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They look more aggressive. They look like they've changed their whole game plan to come out and start firing on all cylinders.
And they got him. Digging in once again, number 15. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. The runner from second crosses the plate. Runner around second now, headed for third. And he is in there with an RBI triple. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. For the plate. Weak roller right side. Santana fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number 15. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Pringle is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
Hard on the ground towards short. Way to get dirty. The throw to first. So 1 away after the phenomenal defensive effort.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Chicago Cubs have taken a 2-game. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago Cubs. Game 4 of the World Series comes up next. Danny Duffy is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, H?
Well, his last outing, Matt, he pitched.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Harold?
I tell you, I thought long and hard about it.
Batting fourth,
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your
number
pitch.
15.
Wait for a good one. Drive it, kid.
First pitch coming. Here it is. To short, hit hard. A sliding attempt at short, but he can't get a glove on it, and that should be a base hit.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
Hey, rip it and rip it, kid.
Batting fifth, catcher Wilson Contreras.
A 1 pitch on its way. Runners going. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Into the bleachers and out of here. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Lindor.
From the belt. Kicks and deals. Hit on the ground to short. And that's through for a hit.
Man, that's a nice at bat. Found himself down 0-2, and he just continues to fight. Fought off pitches.
Digging in for his second at bat, number 15. He reached on a single in his first try. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 0-1 delivery. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit.
Well, we always expect him. If he's got 2 hits in the hit column, something's going to be over the boards. But, hey, he'll take the 2 singles. Not complaining.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Brantley is under it. 1 away. Ready for another chance? Jason Hayward. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here it comes, 0-2. Swinging a looper to left. Here comes Brantley. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they get the force for the second out. And I'm not sure what that guy's doing out there as he gets forced out at third by an outfielder. Man alive. Striding in once again, Jorge Soler. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
2 out, 2 strikes, down to the left.
Digging in to try it again, Lonnie Chisenhall. He drew a walk his first time up. Grounded to short. He's right there. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
Leading off for Cleveland, third baseman, Michael Pringle.
1-2, here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, here he goes again. Here's that guy, leadoff base.
Ready for another shot now, Michael Brantley. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Fielded cleanly. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. Digging in now, number 15. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Number 15.
Hit in the air out to left field. After it is Brantley. Looks it into his glove, and digging in once again, Francisco Lindor. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Hey, here we go.
Duffy sets. 0-1 pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Ready once again, number 15. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Man, he turned on that fastball right there, ripped the line drive, and scored the run easy.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point, and he'll step off. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Rizzo rounds third and is digging for the plate. The runner scores from second. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now he'll step off.
See it, drive it, let's go, kid.
The 2-2 pitch. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Lindor backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw coming to the plate now, number 15. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. 2 down. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, Harold?
Matt, they're facing an excellent pitcher. Look, and what great pitchers do, they get stronger as the game goes on. So to me, you got to get him early. I want to see if they take pitches, maybe try to work the count a little bit, get that pitch count up, and maybe see if they can get him weaker as he goes deeper into the game. But it's going to be a challenge, no doubt.
Jim Banks gets the call in Game 5 of the series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he pitched into the 5th inning last outing. I think we've got to get more. I want to see more of this game. If he's able to go deeper, keep his team in it, and maybe walk away with a win. That's what I'm looking for in this game. Let's take a look at the Cubs defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at the switch hitting Dexter Fowler. I love watching this guy play defense. Tall, lanky, right next to him. He's 6'5". No wonder he can cover so much ground in the outfield.
Leading off tonight for Cleveland.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Brantley. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Hey, nobody away.
Grounded to short. Reined in. And a good throw gets him one gone. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
Jason Kipnis.
Hey, two-way now.
The 0-1 delivery. Popped high in the air. Number 15 is there for it. And that retires the side. So they get him.
Oh, big guy. You drive it right here.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 15.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Brantley is right there. And that will retire the side.
Hey, we got one
Here's the
out,
catcher, Yan
Batting
Gomes.
seventh, catcher, Yan Gomes.
0-1 pitch on its way. Shoots this one over to first. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, he hit that ball hard right there. I think he got a little bit lucky. If it's at somebody.
Ready for another
Now batting,
chance. Number 15. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Hey, see it. Drive
Here
it.
comes the
Go,
first
big
pitch.
dog.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Rizzo is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they will tag him out at the plate. And that. Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Pringle. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Michael
1 run, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Here's a little chopper up the middle. There's one. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4.
Come on, guys.
Striding in once
Leading off
again,
for Cleveland,
Corey Kluber
catcher,
comes into this
Corey
at-bat 0 for
Kluber.
1 in the ball game. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into center, a base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
He is having
Digging in once again, number 15. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been.
Ready once again, number 15. He's working on bringing home the tying run, standing at second base. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
You love this situation right here, Matt. Runner on second, no outs. You either get him over or you get him in. Worst case, get him over and the next guy drives him in.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is. Ready now, number 15. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that ball is gone! Santa Maria, game over. A solo shot here to left, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Heroes are born in October, and you can add another name to that one right here as he finds a way to win this thing with a dramatic walk-off. Wow! What a clutch at bat, what a game, and what a World Series.
Coming up big when it matters most. How about turning in a performance like this in a series-clinching game? Guys, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you said it, Matt. This is where it matters the most. People are going to be talking about this performance here for the rest of his life. He was on the big stage for everyone to see, and he was a difference maker in the series victory.
Back now on the show as we take you through a few of the sights and sounds of the final game of this World Series.
A congratulatory phone call. This player is offered advice on contract matters. Hitting arbitration for the first time means having leverage for the first time. For one who has never had power to wield, it can be initially uncomfortable. The more a player can be educated on the intricacies of the negotiating process, the more prepared he'll be when the time comes to make decisions.